welcome to the Olympic Stadium in Munich for an almost unique occasion here, with Germany playing Bayern Munich for the farewell game for Lothar Matthäus, the great one indeed. As you look there at the list of players tonight, and you see, yes, you're not mistaken, the number 10 shirt is to be worn by Diego Maradona, making a special comeback as a salute to Matthäus, his great rival in 2 World Cups back in 1986 and in 1990. And later we hope to have a glimpse of another all-time great, Jürgen Klinsmann. Now, Lothar Matthäus will play for Bayern Munich in the second half of this game, but he starts appropriately in his national shirt. A man with a record 146 caps. And there he is, Lothar Matthäus, wearing number 10. Jens Lehmann will be in goal to start with, Marcus Babbel and Jens Novotny alongside him. People like Dietmar Hamann and Christian Ziege, and of course the attack led by Oliver Bierhoff, with Mehmet Scholl and Thomas Hessler in there as well. So 2 extremely strong sides that have been lined up for this occasion. It had been hoped that the likes of David Beckham would be able to come from England, Rivaldo from Brazil, and among those here, of course, Bertie Vogts, the former German national team manager. Giovanni Trapattoni, of course, too. And, the 2 sides just preparing to come out down the tunnel into this fabulous Olympic Stadium, which has seen so many great games, of course, over the recent times, and such disappointment here this season when Bayern Munich went out of the European Champions League to Real Madrid at the semi-final stage. Real Madrid, of course, the ultimate victors on Wednesday evening in that final against Valencia in Paris. Well, familiar figures on the Bayern Munich side there. There's Thomas Linke, Thomas Strunz. They will be playing their parts. The tall figure of Carsten Janke, Carlos Sergio. And of course there will, on occasions like this, be a number of substitutions, with so many famous players wanting to play their part. Hence, as I say, that Jürgen Klinsmann we will see later during the game. Jupp Heynckes, another one in the crowd here this evening. And there in fact is Jürgen Klinsmann. What a great servant to football around the world. He was playing, of course, in England, in Italy, the United States, but everybody coming here to honour a man who made his debut for his country 20 years ago. Not quite to the day, but not far off, against Holland. And now at the age of 39, Lothar Matthäus has gone away to play for the New York, New Jersey Metro Stars. But he will, of course, compete for Germany for the last time during Euro 2000. Coming up next month, and here he comes, Diego Maradona. Well, he may look a little different to the days in which he was starring for Argentina. One or 2 little merry quips with him on his way down the tunnel. That is a non-alcoholic drink, I can assure everybody. Maradona, well chronicled, has had his problems with drink and with drugs, but hopefully now on the mend. And it's a great tribute to Matthäus that people like Maradona should come over from South America to honour him this evening. So here they come. Oliver Bierhoff is leading out Germany. Diego Maradona, one-off, is playing for Bayern Munich this evening. He'll certainly play the first half of the game. Bierhoff, currently one of the world's great strikers. A man with 27 international goals from 47 appearances. The man on his right was perhaps the greatest player of all time. Some would contest that, of course. Pelé would be the one voted for by many, many people. Anybody who saw Diego Maradona in the World Cup finals, especially in 1986, will realise what a fantastic talent he was. Here we go. Just a few tricks for the cameraman. Lothar Matthäus really is the star of the show, but at this moment Diego rather wants to be in the spotlight. And, loud applause for him around the Olympic Stadium here in Munich. Matthäus will of course wear the number 10 shirt, just as Maradona wears it for Bayern Munich. we have Argentine supporters present. The Argentine flag there to signal the man's return. And a glittering career he had. But now the stage is set for the arrival of the great man. What a servant, not only to Bayern Munich, of course, but to German football as a whole. And he definitely says he will retire after Euro 2000, though Unterhaching, one of the regional German sides, have tried to persuade him to join them instead. He's gone over to New York. He's made the decision to live there, to play his football there, and now he prepares to come out into this stadium where he has played for so much of his career. He did, of course, move to Inter Milan in the Italian league, and now he's got the message, and there will be a rapturous reception for one of the all-time greats, Lothar Matthäus. His highlight was naturally leading Germany to victory in the 1990 World Cup final in Rome. A nice moment for the officials too, and a particular hug and welcome for Diego Maradona. The man who holds the record for the number of caps won by any outfield player in world football, 146, and he'll be hoping he can go past the 150 mark at Euro 2000. It was a very emotional farewell for him when he played his last game for the club in the Champions League here against Real Madrid. The side were winners that evening by 4-1. Somewhat ironic that only 2 months later they were to be beaten by the same club. Here is the latest memento to be presented to him.
Deine Sternzeichen, was sie für dich bedeuten, der tiefe Dank. Ich danke dir von ganzem Herzen. Ja, danke.
Hoffentlich ist nicht alles drin.
Ja, das hoffe ich auch. Ja. Ich meine,
words from Franz Beckenbauer, the all-time great of German football, president at Bayern Munich. Well, he's had a number of gifts. He had a painting awarded to him before the match against Real Madrid, and I've no doubt there are many more gifts coming his way too, after what will be his farewell appearance for his country very shortly. Well, the game eventually will kick off, I do assure you. Hello, the look-alike.
Alles klar? Alles klar, okay. Danke. Mach's gut, ja.
Oh, a very nice touch. And the game can almost get underway. Everybody enjoying the joke here.
Yeah.
Big crowd in the Olympic Stadium in Munich.
Yeah.
As he prepares to say Auf Wiedersehen to his many, many admirers. It'll be interesting to see the way the game is played, although it's of course something like a testimonial match. Nobody likes to lose a game, and the approach of the players to see just how they go into this one will indeed be interesting. It's not the first time, by the way, that a national side has met a club side on behalf of a player. This is the 9th time, the 9th Jubilee match between a Bundesliga club and Germany. The first was back in 1978 when Germany met Cologne for Wolfgang Weber, who scored a goal in the 1966 World Cup final. You're looking now at a man who played a significant role as Argentina won the World Cup in 1986 in Mexico, and the man who lifted the trophy aloft, his remade trophy in 1990. So we're away with Maradona, predictably getting the first touch of the football. A little more rotund than when he used to play for his country before. Of course, he played against Matthäus in the Serie A days. He was down at Napoli. Little flick of the heel from Jenke. They'll give Matthäus the ball as often as possible, I'm sure. Maybe we'll see him figuring on the score sheet this evening. I did have the privilege of seeing his last international goal, which was scored in the Confederations Cup for Germany in Mexico last summer. He was on the winning side against New Zealand. cut out and then edge of the area as we look again at Diego Maradona. They seem to like that at the moment. Quite how long he will last is anybody's guess. Laid back by Sami Kufur to the Munich goalkeeper. Lovely ball down the line in the first moment of promise here for Bayern Munich. We can't call one team a home team and the other team away. Marcus Babbel came over there. Goalkeeper Jens Lehmann. And no doubt we will see Oliver Kahn later. And Mehmet Scholl. It seemed very strange for him playing against Bayern Munich. As indeed people like Matthias and Marcus Babbel against their club side. And he'll bring the house down if he scores a goal. May have to be a penalty kick. First Thomas Strunz with the distinctive blonde hair. Then Maradona with that sweet left foot of his, but it's too far for Janker. A free kick given. The officials, well, so they're not entering into the spirit of it, but playing the game as they should do, awarding free kicks. This one was for offside, despite Maradona's through ball there. It was just putting Janker offside. Knocked out this time, though. As you can see, a few empty spaces here at the Olympic Stadium, but they've seen a lot of football here recently, and of course Bayern Munich clinching the Bundesliga Championship just over a week ago when they pipped Bayer Leverkusen at the post. Mehmet Scholl with the corner kick for the German national team. It comes off Kufur, nudged back in and out for the goal kick. Riebeck is the German national coach. He's one who's kept faith, of course, with Matthias. So many German managers have done. People like Gerval, and he was in charge for a good long time, of course. Bertie Vogts himself, Franz Beckenbauer. Marcus Babbel, who's moving to the English Premier League with Liverpool next season. Nice steady pace, no point in rushing about too much. Nice evening in Munich as Babbel strokes the ball forward. A bit longer that time. Thomas Hessler. Well, Maradona, whatever you say, has made his mark on the international game. He was, without question, the player who most influenced the 80s. Forward for Janker to have a little tilt here. Babbel's across. Kept in play, and then Christian Ziege switches it. Matthias hits one of those long raking passes which have always been his trademark. That plus his speed. Speed of action, speed of thought. Too much speed there, and we see play begin again with Thomas Hessler. Seen him for a year or two. He was a regular member of the German national side for so long, and then moved down the league a little with the Karlsruhe. Strunz forward with the left foot. He's strutting his stuff. And they want to see a few fancy flicks from him. There they got one. A little back heel for Strunz. You never lose ability. Taken again by Hessler. Then on by Sebastian Deisler. Newcomer to the international scene. He made his debut only 3 months ago against Holland. It will feature at Euro 2000. Strunz. Janker, space opening up down that right-hand side. Maradona, listen at the roar that goes up whenever he finds himself in possession. He may well have created a goal, he should have done. Strunz tried to lay it across for Janker, could have had a go for goal himself. As he did that, Lehmann had come out to cut out the cross. Lovely ball from Maradona. Strunz onside, no question about that. I think it was Babel who was playing him onside. The clearance effected. The first touch of delightful control from Maradona that we've seen. Even Matthäus applauded him. Brought out by Michael Ballack, then Hessler. Hessler much to the fore in these early moments of the game, and a chance maybe this time for the national side as it's whipped back across the face of the Bayern Munich goal. And Paulo Sergio will take it forward. A slip by Torsten Fink. The playing surface should be pretty good. Flick through here, and now Janker is goal side of the defender, but there we see the pace getting Matthäus out of trouble as it has done so many times over the years. A little word, as Ottmar Hitzfeld, the Bayern Munich coach, has a word or two to say about it. They've not actually managed to replace Matthäus. He played in the Champions League this season right through to the quarter-final stage. But when he left, they had a bit of a problem there. Jens Jeremis slotted in as sweeper, but made a mistake against Real Madrid, which turned out to be critical in their exit from the competition. And Jeremis, unfortunately, then got himself injured in the second leg. So they're still looking for the natural replacement to Lothar Matthäus. Lovely ball, pinged down that right-hand touchline, and Maradona's getting forward. Hopefully into position, it's Janker, and that's the first of the night. I suspect we're going to see a few more. But Carsten Janker only too happy to score the first of the evening, and as a Bayern Munich player, Diego Maradona is only too happy to join in the celebrations. Huge gaps in the Bayern Munich defence, and Janker, whose last goal came against Real Madrid in the Champions League semi-final, gives us the first goal of the night. And we have that very distinctive way of celebration here in the stadium, with the announcer shouting out the first name, Carsten, and the fans then shouting out the second name, Janker. 10 minutes. 1-0 Bayern Munich, so the club side lead the national side. That's exactly what they like here. Now then, Matthäus venturing forward. I've seen him do that on so many occasions to good effect. Bierhoff wide, just to be kept in by Deisler. Well, it's a truly superb stadium. Very distinctive indeed. And it dominates the skyline as you fly into the city of Munich. He's thinking more of the city of New York now. His team has actually struggled in the start of the season. Well, he looks to be enjoying himself, doesn't he, the little fella? There we go, all left foot. Well, there might be a gap at the back here. Janker's clearly revelling in the situation, and he might have another pop at goal here as well, Carsten Janker. A little bit short, the reverse ball. Tarnat. What next? They love that little back flick. Here he goes again. Eat. Box of tricks, isn't he? Dispossessed on this occasion by Tarnat. Well, he's value for money. Now the break could be on. And the German national side, which has not been in the best of form recently, looking to Thomas Hessler. Shot. Nothing hurried about this movement, but Mehmet Scholl is tackled by Sami Kufur, the Ghanaian, as we look once more at Maradona. Here it comes off the chest, off the outside of the left boot. He enjoyed it too. He wishes he'd played for him at some stage a few years ago. Maybe not now. Film was a guest, by the way, in Paris on Wednesday at the Stade de France when Real Madrid beat Valencia 3-0 in the highlight of the European Cup season. Hessler, the corner is covered, but he can have another go. Thomas Hessler. He's been covered on this occasion by Novotny. Hessler. Shot. Mateus measures the ball across the edge of the penalty area. Hessler trying to kid them, right, left. Lovely possession football from Thomas Hessler, and they cross from Deisler. Long-range effort from Mehmet Scholl. By Bernd Breyer, the goalkeeper for Bayern Munich, who has taken over in this first half. Oliver Kahn likely to appear a little later in the match, one imagines. Strums. On Sergio. The flick from Maradona, the back heel from Paulo Sergio. Maradona 3 times involved already. Just failed to clip it in past Babel. I just have to apologise to Janker for the tackle. It was lovely to see Maradona with his 3 touches of the ball in quick succession there. Squeezed away the latest pass for Fink. Scrumps now scored a last-minute goal against Glasgow Rangers in the Champions League up at Ibrox. And the kick. He's had his problems rehabilitating in Cuba recently. It's a physical whack he's just had there. It's more of a problem to him. Shot's too high this time. Well, there's always a different air about any sort of testimonial match. The game played at a slacker pace, I suppose, really.
Ja, das gehen wir mal weiter. Lothar hat das immer gesagt. Er war der strengste und der erste Profitrainer von Lothar Matthäus. Würden Sie das so stehen lassen, Jupp Heynckes?
Ja, der erste, das ist schon richtig, aber der strengste, das weiß ich nicht. Ja, Lothar.
Among the
Zu der
substitutes
Zeit hat
we
er
may
sich
well
auch noch
see
nicht große
later on the
Erfahrung gehabt
German
im
side.
internationalen Fußballgeschäft. Und nachher auf den ganzen
Darius Busch
Stationen
and
hat er sicher
Carsten
erstmal
Ramelow.
gemerkt, was es
As well as
heißt,
the goal
Disziplin
scoring
zu haben
goalkeeper,
und
George
beziehungsweise
Hood.
sich in eine Gruppe einzufügen, was er natürlich
Clip through this time. There might be an opportunity for Bierhoff to set something up. Into the area he goes. Lovely layback for Scholl. Well covered on that occasion. Three defenders in the way, including Sami Kufur there at the heart of the defence, along with Michael Weisinger. Well, Matthäus hasn't broken into a sweat as yet, nor has he needed to do. That's an excellent tackle to win the ball off Haman. Maradona keen for the ball. It's actually a giveaway as it turns out. So Scholl again. He's surely not going to get penalties for that. Might do later in the match if Matthäus has a chance of being in there. Hessler. Germany looking to get back level as Christian Ziege hits the ball into the Bayern Munich penalty area. And, when they break here, they generally look to Maradona to play that telling pass. It's a little back heel once more. Foul was on Fink. Well, every national manager is under pressure to get results, and with the Euro 2000 only 2 weeks away, Germany's Eric Riebeck is no exception. And of course, Germany have matches against Romania, England and Portugal. So will surely be involved in those. Free kick for Bayern Munich. The national team's record recently, the last match resulted in a 1-1 draw against Switzerland. Before that, it was a similar result against Croatia. Defeats by Holland in February, so they've not actually won a match this year. No, then Paulo Sergio. Their last victory as a national side came against Norway, thanks to a Mehmet Scholl goal last November. For Dreyer. Orchestrating things there is Michael Ballack. Matthäus will look to be forward in this move. He's up there, edge of the area now. Surely they'll try and pick him out if there's going to be a shot on goal. Hessler is created an opening for himself, and Matthäus is a little disappointed actually. Maybe Hessler was trying to play him in, but he only went for the option of a shot himself and curled it well off the mark. Hessler, one of the stars back in 1990 with that World Cup triumph in Italy against Argentina. And got revenge for 1986. It's a late goal from Andreas Bremer. Babel to Matthäus, and how many times have we seen that over the years? Marcus Babel himself, a regular fixture in the German national side. Good work here until that ball goes astray. It is again the stadium that staged the European Cup final only 3 years ago when Borussia Dortmund triumphed against Juventus. Munich themselves now in this rather new outfit with Maradona. Not precise enough with that one. So Bayern Munich still a goal ahead thanks to Carsten Janker, the man in the centre of your picture there now. picked up by Jens Lehmann, the Borussia Dortmund goalkeeper. Beer to her. The man who switched clubs in the English Premier League a year ago, joining Liverpool from Newcastle United. One Ruud Gullit had signed him. Good chest control from Sami Kufur, able to knock that ball back to his keeper Dreyer. Maradona's involved in the thick of things once more, and the ball is laid across here. Paulo Sergio given offside. Paulo Sergio's just enjoyed his first season with Bayern Munich after his move from Roma for £5 million, and scored quite a number of goals as well this season. One I particularly remember against Real Madrid in Madrid, as Hessler links things up again. Oh, but he was looking, I think, for Babel there and played it straight to Paulo Sergio. Janka now. Touch for Maradona, a clip through, but once more it's met by Lothar Matthäus. Bringing it away this time, Hamann. There's a bit more potency about this look, about this attack, and there might be just something here as the ball is laid back by Deisler. It's flicked away off the head of Hasan Salihamidzic. So Janka's got the one goal. Maradona's had most applause so far, I think. Stefan Effenberg on the end of the line, closest to the camera. What a wonderful season he's had, and Jürgen Klinsmann next to him. Effenberg was perhaps more upset than anybody when Bayern Munich went out of the Champions League. Matthäus is still strolling. He'll be strolling in Central Park in New York, no doubt, having moved across there with his family. Here's Struntz, goes for goal. Going back off the chest of Dreyer. Lehmann, rather, by mistake. Jens Lehmann getting down with the ball cannoning away off his chest. Lehmann has twice actually taken over the national jersey from Oliver Kahn. But Kahn is the number one at the moment. Babel. Fink can't find a colleague. So the attack continues down this right-hand side with Ballack, one of the newer additions to the German squad in the last 18 months. Sergio, the Brazilian, well, I'm not quite sure what he was attempting to do there, but that was a giveaway. And the shot beaten away by the fist of Bernd Dreyer by Hassler. Thomas Hassler coming in from the left, and not the worst effort you've ever seen. It went past Struntz, and a very strange stop indeed by Bernd Dreyer. Deisler. Twisting and teasing. Only just keeping the ball in play, and Sami Kufur will cut this one out with ease. I don't think anybody will ever forget those pictures of Kufur at the end of last year's European Cup final against Manchester United, where he was absolutely inconsolable. Maradona may well be glad of a rest after 45 minutes exertions, having been out of the game for so long. This is Hessler, super strike, what a goal from Thomas Hessler. Germany are level. Well, that was a magnificent strike by any standard, and Thomas Hessler brings Germany level with a quality goal on 26 minutes. heavenly goal it was, and he made it all himself, really, with vision. Just outside the D, creates the space for the gap by turning inside Strunz, and the shot, much too hot for Bernd Dreyer, inside his left-hand upright, and the scores are level again. I wonder what Diego's got to say about it to Paulo Sergio. One speaks Spanish, by the way, the other Portuguese. Thomas Hessler there has illuminated the occasion with a delightful goal. Here's Salihamidzic, and does well to stop the ball going dead. It would have been a goal kick because the last touch was off Salihamidzic, the little Bosnian. Well, German national pride restored by the equalising goal. Geisler, he's come a long way here. Missed by Maradona. Well, heading was never quite his strong point. Strunz. Paulo Sergio. Maradona's moving away to his right. Janka will try and re-find Paulo Sergio with the flick. Easily covered at the back by Novotny. He'll be a key player for Germany at Euro 2000. The Bayer Leverkusen centre-back. Called by Mateus, who hasn't figured too prominently in the last few minutes, but having a bit of a breather. Hessler, he has. His dribbling skills nearly got him through. There might still be an opening here. Catch the face of the goal, but Bernd Dreyer able to take it from that clip cross from Geisler. Kufuor now. Salihamidzic dividing across the back before Maradona is given a touch of the ball. I don't think Balak's going to get too close to him. The crowd have come to see an entertaining match and they want to see a few goals, and I think there's every chance of there being a few tonight. 1-1 at the moment. Dietmar Hamann, he really can strike a shot. It's Babel, though, who'll be joining him at Anfield and playing for Liverpool shortly. Kufuor gets his head in the way of this one. Some remarkable statistics, by the way, about Mateus. He was born in 1961. I told you he made his debut for his country in 1980 against Holland. He actually began his professional career a year before that with Borussia Munchen Gladbach. This one's going to be flicked away off the head of Salihamidzic. Hessler might have another go now. He's really fancying it in off the post. Well, Dreyer just did enough there. Hessler's clearly got his shooting boots on tonight, and having treated us to one spectacular almost 4 minutes ago, he goes for goal again, and that's tipped onto the bar. Save. That's how close it was to being number 2 for Thomas Hessler. Well, he's entertaining as much as anybody. This is Babel. Hamann. Useful exercise for Hamann and Babel. Bear in mind that they will be playing in that Premier League side in unison next season. Easily met by Mateus. He's keen to link in again. He's got to get forward here. This might bring the house down. Not quite. He just stopped running there, but has a good laugh on his face. Well, Janka might be interested in a cross ball here. Not going to come just yet. Salihamidzic. Back from Fink. Tarnat. The crowd here enjoyed a little cameo from Maradona. He is again laying the ball back. They want to see him going forward with it. And I'm sure that they will enjoy the sight of a slightly younger and fitter man, Jürgen Klinsmann, in the second half. But Haman here with a springboard to a move for a second goal. That might just be a free kick. And Mateus has got a wry smile on his face, as though he knows what might be happening here. Free kick in an excellent position for a shot at goal. Just 5 yards outside the penalty area. They may well try and line him up at some stage of the evening. Is this the moment for him? Or will others take on the responsibility? It's looking that way at the moment. Hessler's certainly looking interested in this. Straight into the walls, it turns out. From Christian Ziege, who plays in the Premier League at Middlesbrough these days. Babel. Kafur stood his ground. The ball was just stabbed against his ankles by Sebastian Deisler. I don't think Mateus is going to play the full 90 minutes. They'll bring him off just before the end, as he can milk the applause here in Munich. Maradona still keen to be involved in the game, just passing him by for the moment. Got through 33 minutes. Confronted by Paulo Sergio. Switch cross field. Ballack. Hessler. Man wide. Given against Paulo Sergio this time. What me says? Yes, you said Paulo Sergio had that spell in the Italian football, but originally coming from the Corinthians club in Brazil. Just one of those behind the ball here now. With just more than 10 minutes left in this first half. Only a two-man wall. Kufo's clearance, perfect for Maradona. They'll look up and survey the scene and switch the play cleverly. There might be an opening this time. Fink is the man charging through the middle. Here he comes now. It's stymied for the moment until it reaches Janka. And eventually it all peters out rather tamely. And here they come once more with Mehmet Scholl. Gifted player. Deisler. Scholl once again. Scored around about 10 goals this season, Mehmet Scholl. And it's Germany looking for a leading goal now, and although the ball has crossed the line from the head of Oliver Bierhoff, I think you'll find that a flag has been raised. And on Bernd Dreherby, really, the ball just trickled across the line after he got a hand to the Bierhoff header, but I think the decision was the correct one. They might just lift Germany a little bit now. Weissler combines with Bierhoff. Matthäus. A free kick this time, nor did he ask for one. Weissler's won it again. Ziege now. Christian Ziege, who scored a hat-trick for his country against Northern Ireland in a European qualifying game. It's Germany looking for the lead, having been behind for so long. Basically cleared by Kufur. Very much a family occasion. The Matthäus fan clan are all here tonight. Provided the brightest moment of the game so far, really. Scoreline 1-1. Carsten Janker getting a goal on 10 minutes for Bayern Munich, and then that man there, Thomas Hessler, with a cracking reply to make it 1-1 on 26 minutes. Just 8 more minutes left in this first half in the Olympic Stadium in Munich. As Mehmet Scholl tries to orchestrate a move, and he's into the area, is Scholl, and he might slip this one through. Good stop. Scholl and Bierhoff combining instinctively and well. Goalkeeper Bernd Dreyer able to make the save. Scholl scored in both games against Real Madrid in the quarterfinals. There's Maradona, that famous little shuffle of his, and the release of the ball to Thomas Strunz. Played forward this time, and Babel's trying to cut out Paolo Sergio, and he did that successfully, and the referee said there's nothing wrong with that challenge, so on we go. I don't think Paolo Sergio is going to complain too much on this occasion. Babel's got a bang on the head, though. No substitutions as yet. Presumably those will start happening around about half-time. Weissler. Aman. Forward into the area where the goalkeeper reads the bounce of it right. I know Rubek is very animated at the moment on that touchline. That's some effort from his side. At least they're level. They were behind for quite a while. And Maradona. Side Janker. Bierhoff had to retreat to the halfway line to take part in this move, continued there by Hessler. Movement being made up the left-hand side by Ziege. Too much movement. All the way to an offside position as we look once more at the consummate skills of Diego Maradona. I really do feel he should have stayed in the game a little longer. But there are many people with treasured memories of the Argentinian star. Just missed out on the selection for the 1982 of the 1978 World Cup finals, which Argentina won. Well, Salihamidzic is the first player coming off. Whether he's just got a little pull, it's just possible. And he's going to be replaced by Andrew Sincala, a 20-year-old midfield player. All players hate getting injured in this sort of a game, but it did just look there as though Hasan Salihamidzic had pulled up just a little slightly. Just feeling his hamstrings. 1-1 it is between Bayern Munich and the German national side. The crowd desperate for Maradona to get a bit of goalmouth action in these closing moments of the half. I don't think Bayern Munich are going to let him do that, just for the occasion. It's all about him and not Maradona, really. And that just gives you a clue as to how many people are in this Olympic Stadium. I don't think Bierhoff can keep, not Bierhoff, I don't think that ball could be kept in by Deisler. Just 20 years of age, a former Borussia Mönchengladbach man who's lost £1.5 million to take to Hertha Berlin, who've had an exceptionally good first stab at the Champions League. Maradona, letting him have the ball. I think there's something sinister going on out there. You suspect that if Maradona can trot into the opposition penalty area, he'd have a goal-scoring chance. All jolly good pals. Hamann and Janker, and I wondered what on earth's going on at the other end, and so was I for a moment. Nothing as it turned out. Thumbs up from Diego, but I'm pretty sure that they were trying to manoeuvre him into position. There weren't too many telling challenges on him, were there? But Mehmet Scholl just nicked it away in the end. Well, is there one more Maradona contribution from this half? Just balked there, and the crowd are booing Marcus Babbel, stopping Maradona getting through. This is what me. Looks like they're going to substitute him. Well, he's found the going tough, but he's got through the best part of the first half, and I think the crowd here are just appreciative of the appearance of one of the all-time greats. And Matthäus will come to shake his hand to say thank you. Nice moments here between two geniuses of the game, and a kiss and a touch of the turf in the Olympic Stadium Munich, and that may be the last time you see Diego Maradona playing in a game like this. He also goes over to pay his respects. Oh, they still love him. It's been a trial for him, I'm sure, just to come and play, but he's probably saying to everybody tonight, I'm okay, I'm on the way back, I may never play professionally again, but he can get on with the rest of his life now, Diego Maradona, and perhaps put all his troubles behind him. He enjoyed godlike status in Argentina around the time of his peak, and there's a mutual respect there. Shot there. As Diego Maradona goes to the dressing room, it'll be their first. Looks like it's half-time here in the Olympic Stadium. They've had a couple of goals, the first of them struck for the home side, if you can call them that, the top side, Bayern Munich, by Kast and Janker, and the equaliser coming from Thomas Hessler, a super strike it was as well. So in this Lothar Matthäus farewell game here in Munich, half-time score is Bayern Munich 1, Germany 1. Welcome back to Munich for the second half. of this game between Bayern Munich and the German national side. Lothar Matthäus first out there to acknowledge the crowd, having changed now from the German national strip into that of his club side. So a night of entertainment for the fans, not just for what's happening on the football pitch. Well, there will be a number of substitutions, I'm sure, during the course of the game, and Darius Bush is already out there, number 15, here he is now, for the German team, and number 21, Carsten Ramelow. I'm sure we'll have a circuit of substitutions as the night goes on. Well, remember, Matthäus now plays for Bayern Munich, but not for Germany. But you will see him in the German national colours again in Holland and in Belgium. Still he waits for much of the action. And the names of people like Klinsmann and Matthäus, going back of course further, people like Gerd Muller, so synonymous with this great team. And here's a chance straight away for Bayern Munich. Side netting. Would have been 2-1, they should have restored their advantage. Touch through there by Torsten Fink. Tarnack with the opportunity. To the side. Scored the 1 goal last season. #27 is Owen Hargreaves, a new name to many. He's going to run out in this the match here, which is to say goodbye to a great player, but often on occasions like this you welcome in a new player who may well go on to become a great of the future. I'm sure young Owen Hargreaves will be very, very keen to impress. And it is the club side who are first to the fore in this half, getting their act together much more quickly. Spectacular, unproductive. The joke's on you, Aston Janka. They actually had one game in England for Luton Town, but the manager at the time, David Pleat, chose not to sign him. And he went away to become a star in the Bundesliga. Actually born in the old East Germany, Carsten Janka. Struntz picks himself up, and Matthäus dribbles the ball on. Struntz, the 32-year-old now, signed from Stuttgart for £2.2 million, a winner of the UEFA Cup a few years ago. So, ball to stretch Hargreaves. Break led by Hessler. He really is turning on a show tonight. Very, very keen to impress the national team boss that he's still up for it. Ready for another European Championship appearance, maybe. Headed away by Struntz, and there was a foul on him. Also on is Ulf Kirsten. Just overdoing it a little bit this time, Ramelow. Bush touched outside to Marco Bode, yet another substitute. Who's arrived for the second 45 minutes. Scholl instigating this move, continued by Hessler. Flicked into almost into the area, just didn't get through. Trying to play the ball out. He's trying to do so again now, and he's coming back his way once more. It really has been played at walking pace at the moment. 1-1 the score, remember. That early strike from Carsten Janker for Bayern Munich cancelled out with the equalising goal. There's everybody in the stadium's happy. The equalising goal, which was struck by Thomas Hessler, who has perhaps been the outstanding player of the game so far. Now then, Hargreaves. As it comes, Janker a touch. This might well be goal number 2. It might also be a penalty. Well, the referee says nothing. Kept his whistle in his hand. Rather surprisingly, I thought there. Salihamidzic, of course, has gone off. What looked like a very minor injury, really. One that was not worth taking a risk with. So there he is now in the colours of his club, rather than the colours of his country. Little back heel. Boda's down the left-hand touchline now as Scholl touches it infield for Hessler. Inevitably supported by Babel. It'll be interesting to see how he goes on with Gerard Houllier as his coach at Anfield. Hessler's won the free kick this time. Well, you would expect more goals. These sort of occasions are generally illuminated by a few of those. But there might be one this time. Driven shot is easily held. Vessels has come out as yet another substitution. One that nobody was expecting because he wasn't even listed. But he's a young goalkeeper who had the odd first team opportunity and recently was named on the bench. Here is Scholl into the area and it's across the face of goal before Kirsten could get in. Just 21 years of age, third or even fourth choice goalkeeper. On the outside of the boot, it's released for Boda, but Vessels is able to come and gather. Through the game now, showing a little more purpose there. Ball spins away off the back of Darius Vush. Mohamed Scholl, he looks interested at the moment. Boda Struts is coming over to cover. The cross eventually nicked in by Ziga. What to do next? His night, his big night. Clearly wants to enjoy it, and he'll do that. And there have been so many thousands of words spun about Lothar Matthäus over the years. That's George Poots who's come out for the second half as well, and the German goal. Well, no point in bringing players for a match like this and not giving them a run. Ramalov. And Babul. right boot of Rameloff dispatches it way over the top there. There's Rudy Fuller, Sammer, two great names yet again. There are so many here, it's hard picking them all out in the crowd, and no doubt Boris Becker's in there somewhere as well, who's just actually been elected to the board of Bayern Munich. Back by Paulo Sergio. Sign given. Break through the middle, might just be on. Another nice touch, which you've probably spotted, is that oops, just as the shot goes in, that most of the Bayern Munich players, just to confuse commentators, are wearing number 10. A tribute to Lothar Matthäus, an unusual one, I must say. I thought my eyes were deceiving me when I spotted about 4 number 10s out there, or even more than that. And you see Strunks in your shot, he's wearing 10. There he is now. Strunks ambitiously forward. Paulo Sergio. He's also wearing 10. He might have a go at goal here, the Brazilian. It's Strunks, the shout for offside. No, says the linesman. There's a header coming in, and that's a disappointing finish, really. Should have produced a goal. He definitely was wearing 10. Lost at first. Stroked by Matthäus in that distinctive style of his. Janka into the area. We'll have a corner kick out of this. Not too many of those either. So can they take the lead here from this corner kick and regain the advantage that was given them by Carsten Janka early in the game? Drifted in, and the goalkeeper refuses them that option. A decent enough catch. Of course, the instincts of these players are to play the game as they normally do, but there's nothing at stake, of course, this evening, so that fact dictates the fact that they don't do. They tend to stroll through the match a little bit and just look for little breaks, little sharp movements. Matthäus is eagerly looking forward to those European Championships. It's one last chance for him to stamp his name in a major competition. Bush has slipped it here. Kessler, who scored that spanking goal in the first half, creating space now for a chip, but that will disappoint him as much as it will a national manager. A little look from Matthäus, who's just about won everything. He's won 7 Bundesliga championships if you include this season, and of course he was a member of the Bayern Munich side for a long time before moving to the United States. Won the Cup on a couple of occasions, the UEFA Cup. There's Bode. And of course Matthäus, former World and European Footballer of the Year. There's plenty of movement down on the touchline at the moment. and it's because Diego Maradona is about to take a seat in the stand for the remainder of this match. And he got changed, but he entertained the crowd in the first 45 minutes, and his daughter was delighted to see him out in action again, and he's happy to oblige with the odd autograph. Something that will never go for a signature. Just happy to have played his part on the night. Until he got through it all okay. There, Rudy Fuller taking the hand, two great strikers. There's Summer. Well, we can relax with the rest now and just see how the game unfolds. Surely they'll conjure up a situation for a Mateus penalty. Depends how seriously they are taking it. And it's 1-1 at the moment. The other thing, of course, about those who are to be involved in Euro 2000, nobody wants to pick up an injury. So nobody's going to be diving in too hard in the tackles at the moment. One more free kick for the count. Lothar superstar. Maradona still signing autographs. A lot more substitutions taking place. And Paulo Sergio to be replaced by another legend. Hence the tumultuous welcome for Jürgen Klinsmann. Very strange, years ago, Mateus said that the biggest mistake he ever made in his life was his public row with Jürgen Klinsmann and Bertie Vogts. He said his mistake is to play that through the press, and they were old enough to have sat down and talked about it one another personally. But well, everybody makes mistakes, but it would appear now that Klinsmann and Mateus are singing from the same hymn sheet. And here is Jürgen Klinsmann. Well, if he was in behind Novotny there, he was a scorer. Just didn't get through to him. Darius Wusch, another of the old East German contingent from Hertha Berlin. Hessler. Rameloff. Whoops. Ooh. Very, very nervous goalkeeping indeed. Mehmet Scholl has moved forward promisingly. Nipped in the bud again by Tarnat. Klinsmann will be through the middle once more, hoping to be on the end of a cross. It might come his way this time. It's first of all to Janka though. And a smashing shot, but smashing too high. And Klinsmann disappointed, the ball did not come his way again. Maradona with plenty to say now. Janka's having a go there, and you can't blame him for that. Just as Hessler had a go soon after he'd scored in the first half. But all eyes on Klinsmann. One with Monaco and Inter Milan, of course. Tottenham Hotspur. Still, the camera's focused as much on events off the field as on it. If you fancied going back out for another 10 minutes. Order. And Bush. Oh, lovely ball in here. This must be an opening, surely. Oh, save is made. Substitute goalkeeper did well there, Vessels. It looked a certain goal. Hessel's having the clearance only as far as Hessler now. Really has been played at walking pace. Babel. Kirsten in the middle. Cross has to be good for him though. It's too long. Whistle sounding as free kick is given against number 18 there. And young international Sebastian Deisler. Well, 25 minutes left, and the word is that Lothar Matthäus is actually going to come off with 6 minutes to go. I'm not quite sure why 6, but it must have some significance. Played with a smile permanently on his face this evening, but for once he grimaces as he gets up. And now we do see Klinsmann in the area, and a looped ball across, and it's going all over the place at the moment before Ramelow backs it out. Torsten Fink was one of those in there too. Well, they look as though they might just be offside here, but the referee doesn't seem intent on blowing the whistle, and they don't seem intent on scoring a goal. Ramelow able to clear this time. It was Matthäus who started things off there with the ball inside the penalty area. Klinsmann looping it across. Then it was cut back in by Fink, hacked away by Ramelow. And Matthäus coming in. He just wants that one goal. He can go home then. Go to New York. There he is now, and it's almost in, is it? To the Karsten Janker, juggling, and it's over the top. Even Klinsmann can hit the target, and he's a little stunned by that, I think. Well, you've been out of the game for a couple of years. It all happens so quickly. Even on a night like this, probably. Marcus Powell thinks it's immensely funny. Klinsmann probably just realising he's well out of the game at the moment as he ducked his head in there against Ramelow. They'll send Lothar the bill. Any dental repairs necessary. Levot. Two players, the tackle one making space down the right. Hessler, he's going to have a flashing goal again there. He's balked, but he was illegally balked, so it's a free kick for Germany. Still it's 1-1, 22 minutes remaining, we're halfway through the second half. Everybody's having a jolly good time with it out there. And the fans would probably like to see another goal or two. Necessary foul, I think, for Hargreaves. He's allowed this free kick for Germany. Hessler's having a run at it and striking it well. Fisted away by Wessels. Over to Novotny now, a big imposing figure. Through the middle, Klinsmann to pull a little bit wide. Crossing is met by the German defence. Whoops, a bit of miscontrol as well from Fink. Kufura's forward. Lost count of the substitutions, but Paulo Sergio for one has gone off in this half. Salihamidzic went off in the first half. It's almost as though they're trying to tee them up, and when they do, they hit the shots over the top, like that one. Well, he certainly has broken sweat this evening, Thomas Hessler. thank you. All Germans for their services, Lothar Matthäus. An amazing record, 146 caps. And he had an astonishing record too in European club competitions with 101 appearances. Now, but surely, Kirsten just went too far away from goal. It's flicked away by Struntz. Stroking it down the line. This is a nice looking build-up. Klinsmann almost bullied by Boda there into conceding possession. There goes Wusch with Hessler, able to run at the opposition this time. Germany seeking to go in front for the first time on the night. They were a goal behind when Carsten Janker scored. Level when Hessler equalised. Not even Klinsmann has been able to get on the mark just yet, despite the chances that have offered themselves. This is a good thing, and the daughter's telling the dad what's going on out there. Wonderful the camaraderie that exists in international football, and the obviously mutual respect between the likes of Maradona and Matthäus, but friends off the field too. Those two World Cup finals really brought them together, I suppose. Now then, Klinsmann's offside. And the countdown will start soon for Matthäus going off. 72 minutes played, and the word is he'll come off on 84 minutes, so 12 more minutes left for him to play his part here in the Olympic Stadium in Munich, which must have so many memories for him. The only outfield player to have appeared in 5 World Cup finals, 25 appearances in all, in World Cup final matches. On his 100th cap against the United States of America almost 7 years ago, and he's still playing for his country. An astonishing record of consistency. Then Ramelow will stride forward behind Mehmet Scholl at his side. Hessler, Scholl. There's a bit of urgency about this move. Didn't get it past Kufur, so Scholl tries it again. Good looking ball. Oh, it's just run dead. Sometimes it's harder when they're trying to play a game at sort of testimonial pace. It's harder to build up a rhythm, and that's the way it's turning out tonight. So Riebeck's side is still level with Hitzfeld's side. Struntz has been deployed as a centre-back for much of this evening. Often a right-sided player. Well, most testimonials have plenty of goals, but only 2 so far tonight. Plenty of running. Oh, plenty of stopping by the goalkeeper as well. They did their best for him. It's Matthäus' chip ball there. And the goalkeeper stood back. But, that was blinding effort over the top. Well, the one thing is they don't want it to reduce it to an element of farce, of course, but the other token, they do want to see a few goals for the fans. Struntz steps in at the precise moment to launch another Bayern Munich raid. Again, Struntz, who's been out for a good deal of this season with injury. Offside Klinsmann, the crowd not happy. The only net he found was the one on top of the goal. Nice when it doesn't matter, isn't it? just about as lean as in his playing days. Back by Scholl. He has played well, Mehmet Scholl. In fact, he's had a very good season. Bush with the cross. Well, the crowd trying to lift everybody's spirits here. The chanting and the singing intensifying. So Maradona himself looks on and wonders if he might have had a goal in the first half. Germany giving the impression of a side that wants a second goal at the moment. Hessler, support arriving on the left through Bode, and Marcus Bode just dispossessed. Still tussling for it, asks for a corner kick. The decision is a goal kick. Practice a free kick. Bit of everything there. If that had been played in a Bundesliga game, the crowd would have been horrified. Infield from Bud. He's forward again. Bush couldn't find him. Strutz himself has played the ball for Fink. Klinsmann's through on his left, Janker on his right. This is Janker, Klinsmann calling for it. It's covered at the back by Ziege. Ziege, who plays in the English Premier League at Middlesbrough. There's talk of Christian Carambeau from Real Madrid joining them shortly. Touches inside the area. And a miss of the target again from Klinsmann. Well, it's just not happening, is it? Some of these games end up as sort of 6-5, 8-7. Tonight it's 1-1, and Jürgen Klinsmann, with the whole net to go at, has steered it wide. But, the director's only too happy to show us how he did it. Groans and grins. Maybe at the other end we'll get a goal now. It's connected by Wessels. Germany and Bayern Munich then locked at 1-1 in the Lothar Matthäus Invitational. The farewell game. Invitations to Maradona and Klinsmann in particular, well received. Ronaldo, of course, who was invited to play, is in action for Brazil against England at Wembley Stadium tomorrow, so that's why he's not here. And David Beckham similarly on the opposite side. Work at the back from Novotny there, just to make sure Klinsmann didn't get his goal that the crowd so much want to see. And once more Scholl. He ran straight into a red and white shirt. Novotny may have to concede a throw-in or a corner. Oh, just plays it off the legs of the opponent. It's Klinsmann. 12 minutes remaining in the game, of which we expect Lothar Matthäus to play a full part for about another 6 minutes, that is all. And then he'll get the signal to come off, and there'll be a surprising substitution. Before allowing the ball to go dead, still the beat of the drum goes on, but whereas we had 2 goals in the first half, we haven't had any in the second half, which is somewhat surprising. And can't even win a corner kick from that. But I don't think anybody's too interested in the score. I'm not too worried about that. I've just come to pay tribute to a legend. You only get one Lothar Matthäus in a lifetime, really, and he will stand alongside the greats of German football. Uwe Sailors and Wolfgang Overaths, Franz Beckenbauers, Geir Müllers. And here are Germany now looking for the lead. But they've got to have the ball. And Matthäus is the one who brought it out, actually, and then a neat little back throw from Klinsmann. Fink. Matthäus, here we go. He's up there for it. He's looking for it. He's through. This must be the moment for Lothar Matthäus. Oh no! I don't believe it. He doesn't believe it. Everything went according to script until the last kick of the ball. You weren't supposed to do that. Oh dear, dear, dear. The whistling around the stadium is for the goalkeeper who came to, let's say, put Matthäus off. Here it was, look. Here we go. Let him through the door. One more touch wide of the goalkeeper and it's a goal. The referee's all ready to give it. The goalkeeper goes and gets his ankle in the way. They're still booing and whistling. All they want is a Lothar Matthäus goal. Then he can come off. Oh dear. Who wrote the script? What have we got here? All happening out there, everything except goals. It'll be a corner kick. So they'll send the great man up for it, I've no doubt. Maybe if everybody runs away and lets him head the ball in. Well, number 10 is going to be substituted by number 10 shortly. I think the daughters have been summoned to bring their dad off. Here we go. Still not right. And no matter how hard they've tried to contrive a goal for him on his last appearance here at the Olympic Stadium, Lothar Matthäus says enough's enough, and he takes his leave of the scene. He will shake hands with every player out there, and you are seeing the end of an era. A historic moment for one of the world greats. He has entertained for 20 years in the Bundesliga, in European Championship finals and in World Cup finals. He has led his country to their greatest hour. But tonight Lothar Matthäus says Auf Wiedersehen to the game. Just the Euro 2000 to come. But here in his homeland, they will never see him play again. Diego Maradona stands and applauds a great opponent. He was a great singer, but a great player. And that there can be no question. And for the last time, he comes off the Olympic Stadium field. Handshakes along the line. Effenberg too there for Hitzfeld before that. From all the substitutes, Sepp Maier. And a moment to cherish for the family too. Well, the game will go on in a moment. He says thank you to his international coach. Will be in unison, of course, at the European Championship finals. But everything has come to a standstill in the Olympic Stadium to salute the name and the number. Lothar Matthäus, number 10, represented all that was great about German football. And I do believe he's gone down to the dressing room. He's not going to watch the final 6 minutes. His two daughters going through into the Bayern Munich dressing room. Very unique scenes these, of course. And the rest of the team, Salihamidzic and Paulo Sergio, in there already. Congratulate him on a quite wonderful career. But maybe he will watch the final few minutes now with the rest of us on the television set.
Hat Spaß gemacht. Ja?
Did they enjoy it, he says?
Ein Tor machen müssen, ne?
Well, I'm sure they've enjoyed seeing him play. Some children never see their parents play. Great players. It's a great shame that. You see them on video later in life. Supporters were very proud of him, and on this night of all nights,
So ist es nun mal.
they have
Und
seen
jetzt das Bayern München
just
Trikot, das
what
können wir jetzt
affection
immer
he is held in
an
Germany.
den berühmten Nagel hängen. Oder wir hängen es jetzt einfach an den Platz, wo der Papa in den letzten 8 Jahren gesessen ist. Huh?
Well, these are most
Okay.
unusual shots.
Alles klar. So. Ja. Geht das? Ja, gleich. Ne? Ja. Okay. So. Charlie, hast du Turnschuhe da? Bitte?
Well, the game, as you can see, is
Hast du
going
Turnschuhe
on.
da? Nee, ne?
But,
Gib mir mal die
Player's getting
blauen.
changed, and no doubt there'll be a reception for him later in the evening. Maybe they'll go and score a goal now that he's in the dressing room.
Charlie? Charlie? Leg das davon hin, bitte.
As you can see in the bottom left of your screen, the match is continuing at Bayern Munich 1, Germany 1. But we're seeing these unique shots of Lothar
Hey,
Matthäus
Loris, komm!
in his fine Lauer.
Hey, warst du gar nicht auf dem Platz?
And the family is complete.
Sind wir alle zusammen? Hm? Der Papa
His little
spielt
son.
wieder Fußball in München. Hm? Jetzt musst du nach New York kommen und nochmal den Papa sehen. Hm? Okay? Sag. Hm?
Well, the word was that
Müssen wir
Matthäus
raus,
Jr.
ne?
was going to go onto the field as a substitute, but I think he'd be a little too small to compete with these big fellas out there on the field, as we now do concentrate back on the match. And that's all that could be left on the evening is for Jürgen Klinsmann to get that elusive goal, which would win the match for Bayern Munich.
Thanks.
He's got the thank you Lothar Matthäus shirt on. And I suspect that he will do a lap of honour at the end of the game. Even though they've said their farewells once, I suspect he will not be able to resist one little run around the Olympic Stadium in front of everybody for a final salute.
Hey, hat's dir gefallen im Stadion?
Back to the game. 1-1, Germany on the attack. Struntz, international player himself, heading away. Laid back by Kirsten. Still no addition to the scoreline. And I suppose everybody would go away content if it remains at 1-1. Honours even. Honour for the club, honour for the country, and certainly honour for the man who has already won 146 caps for Germany. And that is the final whistle. Well, the scoreline was totally unimportant tonight. It was all about him, and I think there was a tear there in the dressing room from Lothar Matthäus. As he heard the whistle, the first tear trickled down the cheek of the great player. Thomas Hassler there illuminated the occasion with a splendid goal in the first half, in which Diego Maradona featured. Nice to see him in action again. The earlier goal had come from Carsten Janker, but tonight has all been about saying farewell to Lothar Matthäus, and they've done that in style here in the Olympic Stadium in Germany. The players coming out wearing the number 10 shirt in the second half. Jürgen Klinsmann, a glimpse of another great player from the same era, of course. And then Lothar Matthäus has spanned 3 years, 3 decades, making his debut 20 years ago for his national side. I said earlier, you will never see the like of Lothar Matthäus again. Bayern Munich are certainly missing him already, but they've said goodbye to him here in the Olympic Stadium. The score was 1-1 between Germany and Bayern Munich. Lothar Matthäus can now go away to play club football in America, and we'll look forward to the European Championships and hope to win them with Germany.